Everybody, how are you tonight? Dr. Stephanie Stroud with Cornerstone's Pet Tip of the Week. So, it is flea and tick season. So, I know you guys are all trying to do your due diligence, and you are trying to protect your babies by using flea and tick prevention. But you have to be really careful about the prevention you apply to your pets. Specifically, we're talking about our cats today. And so, of course, the number one best tip I can give to you is to talk to your veterinarian about what flea and tick prevention they would recommend for your pet in their specific area. Here at Cornerstone Animal Hospital, we recommend Bravecto for both our cats and our dogs as long as they're older than 6 months of age. We do have other products we recommend if they're under 6 months of age, but our primary recommendation is Bravecto because it kills ticks the fastest. And of course, what we worry about with ticks is the diseases they can transmit. So just like they can give you Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Lyme's disease, we also have diseases that can transmit to our dogs and cats. So with our dogs, we can also see Lyme's, we can see Rocky Mountain spotted fever, we can see Ehrlichia, and a host of other things. In cats specifically, while we do worry about those diseases, we can also see other tick-borne disease called cytozoonosis, which can be fatal if not treated. And so flea and tick prevention is very, very important. So number one tip I can give you is yes, we want to treat, but two, we also want to talk to our primary veterinarian about it. Other tips I would give you is when you are paying attention to those things is definitely, if you're not going to use one that's prescription by your veterinarian, you need to pay attention to what the prevention is, okay? In cats, we can see a toxicity to a flea and tick prevention. Mainly, it's when we see accidental application of topical flea and tick prevention that is actually designed for dogs, but it's put on cats instead. What these topicals actually have in them is something called pyrethrin or pyrethroids. They're actually from the breakdown of a flower, the chrysanthemum, and while it works to kill fleas and ticks in dogs, albeit it's slower, so we don't recommend that. We recommend the Bravecto because it's the fastest. It does kill them and work in dogs. However, it can be highly, highly toxic to cats. Even if your cat just rubbed up against your dog who you applied that to and they got some of that topical on them, it can be very, very toxic to them. Things that we can see is certainly drooling, seizures, panting, neurologic disease, so they're unable to walk and get up. It can cause a massive increase in their temperature, or sometimes can cause a massive decrease in their temperature. It can cause low blood sugars. There's a whole host of problems that we can see with them. And so if you see any of those clinical signs and you have used a pyrethrin or a pyrethroid flea and tick prevention on your dog, you need to get your cat to a veterinarian ASAP because it can be emergency, it can be fatal. Okay, so my best recommendations is, again, just don't use those products, okay, in the first place. We do want you using flea and tick prevention because it can be, ticks can carry nasty diseases that can be fatal to them our dogs and cats as well. But when we are using prevention, first off, use the one recommended by your primary veterinarian. If you're unable to get a prescription through your veterinarian for some reason or another, then you want to make sure that you are using the correct prevention for the correct species, okay? Also want to make sure you are using the correct size. The medications in these preventions work effectively when given correctly, but again, it can be unsafe if we use it incorrectly. So if it's used for a different species, such as using a small dog topical on a cat, that is not okay. Or even splitting doses. So it's not okay to split doses, using a large size and putting just a little bit on your smaller dog or cat. That's not the way the prevention was designed to work, and it doesn't work effectively and can end up either, one, overdosing your pet where you end up with toxicities and they can die, or two, you're underdosing them so you're actually not preventing anything, which means your pet is still exposed to flea and ticks and the diseases they transmit. So again, I hope that was helpful. Make sure you are treating your babies for fleas and ticks. I recommend talking to your primary veterinarian to find out what prevention they recommend in their area. Again, here in the Joplin area, we at Cornerstone Animal Hospital recommend Bravecto as long as they're older than 6 months of age. We have found that it works effectively, it's very safe, and it protects your babies. So that is all. I will chat with you guys next week. As always, you can find all of our other pet tips on our website, cornerstonevet.info. You can also find them on our YouTube channel, Cornerstone Animal Hospital, or watch them right here on our Facebook page. I will chat with you guys later. Bye-bye.